Good evening, everybody. I hope everyone's been enjoying their day so far. We are entering the final week of the regular season, and we have two teams here, Southern Mississippi and Ball State Red, both familiar on this channel. They're jockeying for positions here. This is the last game to really get the seeding going and all of that fun stuff. So, as we know, these two teams, very high flying. You have Melodic, Zath, and Astro for Southern Mississippi, and Wova, Guh, and Oath on the other side, representing Ball State. Both of them CRL contenders. Both of them have made deep runs. Both of them looking to go back to the promised land. And this is one of the stops along the way. ECAC does have a ticket into it. This gets you a little bit better positioning. A storyline starting to write itself up as the end of this season is coming to an adjourned ending. I'm joined here by Overcast. How you doing today?
Hello. I've been doing great. How have you been today?
Can't complain. Just wish I had a little bit more water in the system before starting, but it is what it is. So,
Hey, for
we're
me,
just gonna jump into it.
it's Red Bull. I'll take a Red Bull or a Monster right now. Actually, that's
Fair
not a
enough.
bad idea. That's not a bad idea right now. But we are going to be getting into the game very shortly once everybody gets into the lobby. Don't know. I guess Melodic wants to show off his tag, but oh, I guess here we go. We're going to be starting off, and just look at that. Mississippi already going to be showing off their tags. Well, Guh, Oath, and Wova only got a nice little white tag, but honestly, who cares? Let's get this game going.
Everyone has high experience. They have all made deep runs. They're showing off all of the tags here today. Both teams both have the RLCS 2024 Challenger. That's top 128 in North America. If you're not familiar, as Guh gonna take it underneath on the fake. Now back up. The demo coming on the back end, looking for some early fireworks, but not able to find it as Melodic is on the front post and able to make that stop. Oath throws in a fake to buy themselves a little bit of time as Astro's going to take that to the corner, trying to work their way out, able to find so. And so the first 30 seconds pass and no fireworks to be found.
Right now, Wova is going to be trying to take a very high shot. Zath is going to be able to redirect this to his teammate Astro, but he wasn't able to get a good touch on it. Going to try and get this back up to Melodic. Melodic does get a, I don't know if that was a reset or not, or a miss, but Guh is just going to try and take it into the net, but he just can't make contact. Melodic is going to get 50'd, and Zath is going to put it upfield to get a nice clear. Melodic is going to have to challenge Guh for this, but Guh gets a great flick. Astro has to take this away from the corner if he wants to clear the pressure. But right now Ball State is giving Mississippi a lot of pressure, and that was almost a good shot from Mississippi. Melodic is going to be taking this upfield, getting a great demo, getting a pass to Astro. Can Astro maybe get a reset into a double? He will, but he just cannot make a shot out of it. Oath's going to bring this high, bringing it past to Wova into Guh, but just Guh couldn't receive the pass. Oath's going to try and pass this up, but he does get demoed. Resetting the ball, sending it back to Mississippi to get pressure back on. Melodic going to try and go for a double. He's unable to. Wova is going to get a good clear and a good demo onto Zath. Passing play, possible redirect, it just won't happen. Bringing it back out to mid. Melodic is going to try and take a shot with low boost, but just won't make contact. Wova getting past two defenders, couldn't get past a third. Melodic is going to have to take the first man 50 and almost gets the redirect into the net. Wova going to try and take this up mid, get a flick, but he just couldn't get it over Astro. Astro going to be bullying Oath away from the ball. And now he has to come back into the play. Oath is going to be first man. Can't get the perfect challenge, but does set Guh up. Good try. Good 50 in the mid right there. We're going to be trying to take this for a reset, but right now it looks like the teams are just playing a little bit of ping pong, just trading back and forth in the corners. Each team does have a few shots on their hand, each have two, one from each person, but right now we're just waiting for a power shot or until a team either comes out with zero boost or makes a great demo play. So far this game has been quite physical, but though you kind of expect that from these high-level teams.
Just trying to jockey for any positioning that they can down low. As you saw a couple demos coming out on the defensive side to be able to clear some space, to be able to find themselves out, as Ga is going to take the 50 there. It's going to go back over to Astro, who has a little bit of boost to work with, so he's going to be able to stay on the ball, but Oath immediately challenging to get that one off. Melodic gets the mid boost, but can't control the ball as well, so just the ball goes a little bit further into the Mississippi zone as they're able to now take it all the way back down in front of the net. Astro with the slow play, maybe a little too slow as Oath's able to dive across to make that stop, as Zap has to work out of the corner, not able to find it there. Now Wova's going to go up, able to get it around one. It's going to be back in front of the net as Astro is going to be able to get the pass off. It's going to go all the way down, and Oath in an awkward spot, but just bangs this one right back. A beautiful touch and a great read as Zap in the corner. It's going to get 50'd and just goes all the way back to Guz, not able to make that first touch. Zaf in a foot race going to put this back across, but Guz going to be able to put it all the way to the side. God needs to make another save and able to do it. It's a pass over to Oath, who has the flip reset going to go for the 50, gets bumped off, and just pushes it all the way back down. But keep in mind, Ball State looking for another passing attack as the 50 comes up top. Wova got the pancake. They do have a flip, and it's just going to work into their advantage to go back into the corner. Is another 50 going to be coming out here as Oath's trying to find any positioning, able to get around one. Zath awkward with low boost, and now Astro is going to have to take this to the side, but Wova's going to be able to strip them away. Astro not able to fully get this one out, has to play it slow, low on boost. The fake not going to be bought as Guz going to push the pace once again. This is going to play it to a teammate. A great save there by Zath, and now into the final 30 frames here. Melodic in a difficult spot, can't get this first touch out, but it now finds a little bit of help from a friend, gets a bump off of a enemy, and it's going to go all the way back down. Wova awkward, has to make 2 saves, and the demo's on the other side, going to make sure that there's no follow-up. It's now a foot race on the other side. It comes off the back wall, back across, no one's home, and into the final 5. One more opportunity. Melodic takes this one up high, is going to try finding it into the middle, able to do so, but a great save is just going to put this one into overtime.
Now we're going to go in overtime 0-0. Very surprising that neither one of these teams has scored yet. As they're going to bring this into the middle, trying to get a redirect. Could not get the demo onto Oath. Melodic's going to try and take control out of the corner. Or send it out for a clear, but God does take control. Trying to get the 50 over the net. Oath's going to get a demo onto Melodic, clearing up some space, but Astro is going to be able to get a ceiling reset. Could this be in? Ooh, good job by Oath reading on the backboard. Getting a great save. Zath's going to be passing it to mid for Melodic. Melodic does get a little bit of a high touch, a little too high for what he was ideally wanting. Zath is going to be getting beat. There's no defenders in the back, and this is just an easy free net for Ga.
And you'll take them any way that they come
just
here.
got caught. They just got caught lacking for a second.
Zath overcommits as the third person. They went for a very dangerous play, and honestly, if they do get that first touch that they were looking for, it probably would have ended up a goal for Southern Mississippi. So high risk, high reward won't go into their favor, and Ball State gonna just take that one as Melodic is gonna go to the bathroom. So they're gonna just take a little bit of time going into this next one, but honestly, a great first game. as both teams having a little bit of a conversation, but both teams came out firing, weren't able to really find the net. As keep in mind, the shots were only 5 to what is that, 7? A low shooting game. You saw a lot of the positioning coming out into the air, a lot of those early challenges to make sure that the shots were taken away before they could even happen.
I would have to agree with this, because something that I was noticing a lot from Mississippi was they were trying to get a lot of ground to air dribbles, but they're also trying to get a lot of their ceiling resets to get some power into everything that they're doing. As something I was noticing from Ball State is that they're while they don't have a lot of shots, they challenge everything. They don't let one thing slip. So if they see even a sliver of space that needs to get covered, they're going to go for it. They're just going to push it, and that's something that I think Mississippi does need to realize, is that Ball State is playing aggressive, but really that doesn't matter because both teams were playing equally as good for like 5.5 minutes. They went into overtime with 0-0, and the only reason that they got scored on was just because of the one third man trying to commit just a little too much. But otherwise, if he stayed back, we'd probably still be watching the same game one. So overall, I gotta respect the enthusiasm for trying to go out and just trying to make one aggressive play just to seal the deal.
I I get it. You're going on 6 minutes of gameplay. There's no one. There wasn't really one dangerous opportunity besides Southern Mississippi. I believe it was Astro. I want to say in the first like 45 seconds had an opportunity. I thought they had a little bit more time, so just took the shot a little bit softer, made sure to fully had the placement, but the Ball State defenders were able to get back and make the save. And then once again, another slower shot by Astro once again. And so it might not be fair for Astro on that first one. I don't know who it was. I think it's Astro, but I could be wrong. But I know on the second one had another opportunity in the final 2-ish minutes and just once again a little bit too slow to put that one on target to round the defenders. Went for a little bit more finesse instead of the power. You're seeing them really respect one in each other. Wow, I'm biting my tongue over
One
and over
another.
again. One another,
One
thank
another.
you. But I think you're gonna get to see a little bit more of a mixture. Now the mind games are gonna start coming out. You're gonna see instead of it all be finesse, you're gonna see some power, so you can start working in fake power into finesse and vice versa. So game two should be a little bit more. I want to say a little bit more high scoring, but I don't think it's going to be too much. I wouldn't be surprised with a 2-1, even like a 3-2 score line, something along that. I don't think we're going to get over 5 this game.
I think that's the one time I'm going to disagree with you with the score. I think it's going to be another low-scoring game. I think this is not going to be higher than 3. This is either going to be a 1-1 going to overtime for a 2-1, or one team is just going to get a 3-0. That's going to be my prediction, because as far as like the mind games and stuff like that, I think they tried to play just a few in game 1, but when it comes to game 2, I think it's just going to be a lot more of just aggressive power shots. That's just my take on it. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more mechs come out into this one. Hopefully, that'll make for some good gameplay. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is either going to be a team gets a 3-0, or we're going in 1-1 into overtime. That's my guess.
I'm liking it, and hopefully we'll be able to get this one started here soon. I believe.
It was Melodic taking a piss or something.
Yeah, Melodic said that they had Crohn's, so they were taking a little bit of time, but it looks like they're going to be talking about something as they're just adding each other. So probably going to get into like just type at each other off screen, but hopefully we'll be able to get everything going soon. Besides that, as we had mentioned before, game number 1 always important. You want to start off on the right foot. Ball State, I believe, Ball State Black had played Southern Mississippi before, and it went 1-1 in the series. Ball State took it, then Southern Miss, and then Ball State, Ball State, Ball State. Hopefully, it won't. I think we're going to get a little bit longer of a series. You're seeing it very close already. A lot of the teams matching each other at the pace. There's something important to tell you. Oh, that is a very ominous message to receive in a game chat. So hopefully, we'll be able to get everything going soon. But
What's the important thing?
we may never know. But this is everyone's reminder to stay hydrated. Drink a little bit of water if you have it next to you, as we still have.
Where is my bottle, actually? Where'd it go? I lost it. Damn it.
You just gotta hate it when your bottle gets up and walks away.
I swear, bro. I left it here on my desk, and I'm trying to find it. Well, it's gone. Damn it.
Happens to the best of us. But
hopefully we'll be able to start up the next game here soon-ish.
If there's one player that you're looking for from Mississippi, who are you keeping an eye on as we go into game number 2 here?
I would have to say Melodic. I would have to say Melodic because he came out with a really strong performance for game 1, where I think he had the most shots first team, but he was also taking the most shooting opportunities. While the game only registered him taking 2 shots, it was more like 5. Or at least like I was able to count 5 attempts where he was taking very good shots, and they were either just getting saved, post shots, or turned into passes. So I've been keeping my eye on him because so far he's been the one not shy to utilize mechanics. But as far as ball state, I don't know. Oh, are we gonna be starting? Cause Zath is joining Melodic. Okay, never mind. So here we go. We're gonna be starting game number 2 for Mississippi versus Ball State.
And jumping into game number 2 after a little bit of a delayed start. It's going to go all the way back around, back into the middle. The shot on, and Guz going to be able to just take this one and score.
First 6 seconds.
Basically right off of the opening kickoff here.
That was a beautiful take from Guz to get it into the corner and just get it really quick pass. So this is something good for Ball State, that they're just going to be starting off with a 1-0 lead. So that means now they're forcing Mississippi to work for the rest of the game. And all Ball State has to do, they can just play. They can play passive. Obviously, I would try to go for an insurance goal or 2. But so far, they have let themselves go for a good start. And speaking of this, they might have. Oh, did that get saved or was that not in? I can't tell.
Well, that one's in.
That one's in.
On the other side of things, I don't believe it was in, and Oath tried slotting it in as it was. It did look to be off the post, but an unfortunate bounce either way. Mississippi's going to be able to take that, as I believe Barry is Astro, if I'm not mistaken. But a 1-1 scoreline, a very chaotic start to this game. See if anyone can keep this going, as Oath is going to go up. Zath is going to be able to get the first touch, working its way around the corner. Astro able to get it to Melodic, who's going to get 50'd out. It's going to go towards the net, so Astro's going to have to make the save. Wova and Oath are both there. You got to be a little bit careful. It's going to go up top, trying to look for the 50, but a good play by Zath to put this one up top. Now Oath is putting it for a friend, but Gut can't able to find the back of the net, as Melodic's going to make a great save there. Astro is going to go up and steal the boost, and Zath is going to try following it up, but Oath is going to cut this one. Astro is going to have to make the touch to the corner. Able to find that. Leaves the boost for a friend once again. Going to go back around. Both teams now jockeying for position. Back at this mid-pitch. It's going to ricochet all the way to the middle. Gun not able to put the shot on. And both teams, after a chaotic start to this match, seem to have settled down now.
Right, and right there, Gun is able to get just a nice little bounce shot right over all 3 of the defenders. Zath just not able to get back in time since it was just too high and too powerful with a nice 90 kph shot. Now that is going to leave Ball State in a 2-1 lead with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. So there's still plenty of time for Mississippi to get a nice comeback. Zath's going to be taking this all the way up to the ceiling, but he's going to get challenged by Oath. All 3 of Ball State are going to be trying to force their way up. Guz is going to try and get a pass all the way to Astro, but just could not. Guz going to be trying to take another attempt from the ceiling, trying to get it past Zath. He does. Can he get a doomsy? He cannot, but damn, Astro and his teammate 50 in front of their own net. One of the most dangerous things that I see, even when I play threes. I'm a once player, but even that's scary. Zath's going to be trying to take this all the way up to the field. Guy is going to be taking a nice little cure, but Astro is just going to bring it right back into Orange's corner. Woba has to take this up to the wall, but Melodic is just going to keep trying to go for passing plays. Zath not able to get this on target, putting it into the opposite corner. Oath has to get back onto the backboard to get a good clear. What a great block from Oath. Just couldn't finish the clear. Melodic is going to try and take this up to the ceiling, but it's going to get 50. Oath is going to try and get another 50, but right now it's just stuck in this right corner for Ball State. Wolva is going to try and get a clear, but Melodic is just going to bring it back. He's going to bring it back, trying to get a pass all the way to Zath. Couldn't get it, but he will get it to Astro. Astro going to get a nice double touch over Gug and try and take this now to the blue corner, but Melodic is going to get a great clear here, maybe getting it past 2 of the defenders. Cannot take a shot though. We're going to try and get it past to Gug, taking it across, 15 Astro, and Gug just cut his teammate, which was interesting. Melodic going to try and get a pass to Astro. Can he get a bounce shot? No, he cannot. Oh, going to try and get this away from Zaz. Melodic trying to take a nice high shot. Can somebody read this? That was a good read. Now going to get reset for Zath, getting a nice actual reset for himself. Can he take the open net shot? Oh, but he gets bumped off of it. That was an amazing bump.
So foot race comes
to the other side. Try and take the shot. Wow. I just ate my own words. I actually thought it was going to be 1-1. Well, 3-1. For Ball State.
Happens. And as we move into the final 72 seconds here, Ball State has an insurance goal to play with, but Wova wants to push the envelope once again as Astro is able to find the block, and now the team bump trying to find a little bit of space will be able to, and taking the 3-2 score sign, a very creative play to get a little bit more power on that. No one expecting the power as... I mean,
I need to do that.
There's just no way you can think that, like, that's going to happen. But I'm mesmerized by that play. A great heads-up play with 2 players that had no boost to be able to find so much power, trying to find the equalizer, but a great save by Guh. Now Oath is going to have to make the touch, which they do. Gets a lot of space, but coming back once again, Melodic is going to play it off the ceiling, the shot off the crossbar, and put to the side by Wova. Good touch as Guh is going to get demoed. The ball's just floating in the mid-pitch. Someone's going to have to turn on it as Melodic floats it in. Neither team able to get a piece of it. Oath coming from the ceiling with the redirect, but can't find it on target. Final 20 seconds. As Melodic takes it down. Wova's going to cut this one and put it all the way back into the mid-pitch, but it gets played out there. 2 defenders miss, and it's just an empty net. You hate to end it that way once again, but Mississippi just runs out of boost in the attempt to come back, and it's just going to come up a little short.
Only 12 seconds remaining on the clock right now. Mississippi needs to get a kickoff goal or 4 right now. So far, good setup, but Wova is going to be trying to take this high. Can Astro get a good beat? Sending this all the way back to Zath, but it's just not enough time. Zath will try to make a one last stand touch play with Melodic, but Ball State does manage to put it on the ground. So that is game 2 for Ball State.
Great job by Ball State hanging on to that lead, but Mississippi still hanging around. They're doing a great job overall.
Go with 6 shots, 3 goals. He gets a hat trick, 3 saves. 3 saves is a Guardian, right? I believe it's a Guardian. And then 6 shots. Dude, that was beautiful. I believe 3 saves is a Guardian. I don't remember what the technical term for it is though. Bro, I play fucking once all the time. I should know this. Whatever. So far, now we're going to be going into Game 3. Ball State leading 2-0 in the series, just for anybody who either just joined or is not familiar with this. We are doing a best of 7, so first team to get 4 wins. So Ball State's already halfway there. Mississippi, they do need to step it up just a little to get back into the running. And here we go, getting started for game number 3. Hopefully. Okay, never mind.
We'll be taking a look at this as Melodic's game has crashed, but we will see. Hopefully, they will be back soon as we.
As
That's
far as
fair.
far as
I feel
ruling
bad,
goes
Damien.
for
I
this,
should have the
I
rule book up for you next time.
as far as ruling goes for this, I believe it is what he gets 5 minutes to join back before just the game.
The game can start.
Uh, yeah, before the game can start, and if he's not back within the 5 minutes, then I think it just becomes a forfeit for that specific game to the other team. And then I think if it's 10 or 15 minutes, then it's the whole series. Somebody correct me on that. I don't know the specifics for it, but I know it's 5 minutes for him to get back. Oh, well, that wasn't even 2 minutes. He's back.
We're
All right, so here
good.
we go for game 3.
And we'll be loading into game number 3 here. Ball State with the 2-0 lead over Mississippi, who is going to look for a rebound here. The kickoff, a neutral one, but Melodic's going to be able to jump on it now. Takes it up top, trying to pass it over to Zap, but Wova all over this, into the corner. The boost is going to spawn, going to try pushing pace back toward the middle, but no one there for the follow-up. All the way back down, not able to get the finishing touch, so an easy save there. Zap, the demo, turns the ball back in. Wova's going to have to make the 50. It's going to go to the side where Guz's going to help escort it out of harm's way, as Oath is going to take a 50 here, trying to push it back into the Mississippi half. No demos to be found, so Oath now still hunting, able to find one. Guh, full boost, going to take it down low off of the pre-jump. So Melodic's going to have to jump up and push this all the way down deep.
Right now, Oath going to be trying to get this to mid, but turns to Melodic and get a pass to Astro, trying to get this out of Orange's corner. Oath is going to try and take this up, but he gets demoed by Astro. What a great demo, stopping the shooting opportunity. Wova is just going to be looking for a 50. He has no boost. He will try to go for another 50, but Oath is going to try and get a pass. Great wall dashes into a demo on Melodic. These wall dashes plus demos are a great way to clear pressure, as Wova will manage to get the first goal for game number 3 with 3 minutes and 38 seconds left.
And everyone was able to make a piece of it too. You saw the demo by Oath, you saw the pass by Gut to be able to get it around the last defender, and then Wova there to be in position for the final shot. Everyone getting a hand on that one for Ball State, as Melodic's going to use a lot of boost here to try getting this one out, so Zach is going to have to take over. Has to find an answer here. You can't wait as long as you did in game number 2 to find the answer, as it goes up top, trying to find the teardrop, but can't get that one to go. It was a good save by Oath. Now on the counterattack, trying to drop it down low. Zath has that read, and he's going to just 50 this one out to the corner with the threat being neutralized.
Astro is going to try and take this out of his corner. He will try to get an under 50 through Wova. Wova does help in that 50. Melodic is going to get past one of the defenders. Now he's in a 1v2 scenario. Zath is going to try and get it through, but Wova manages to get past most defenders. Is now 1v1 into I thought that was going to be a free net, but Melodic got back just in time. Zath's going to be able to get a nice little clear, maybe the reset, not exactly. But Astro is going to be coming up to the wall, trying to challenge Wova, but Wova with a very nice fake, thinking that he was going to go up to the ceiling. He just held the ball. Honestly, I love those types of fakes, where they just hold it on the wall. Wova is going to try and get a squishy save for the other team. Zath's going to try and take this with Melodic, getting it out of their corner and getting the 50. Right over, trying to get the redirect into a carry. Zath might be able to score, and he does, bottom left corner. Score is now 1-1 with 2 minutes 10 seconds remaining. And this was a great play by Melodic to get it over one of the defenders, just so Zath can get a nice little bang down into the corner.
A very difficult touch, and one that can be very underestimated very quickly, but nonetheless able to make the pass, and you see it now evened up. The first time that Southern Mississippi has been able to even up besides the opening score line, so you're making progress here. as Go not able to get the boost as it just spawns as they pass by, so no double attempt going to be found. The demo on the back end is going to open things up on the other side. Go's going to have a shot opportunity and able to find it and
Beautiful.
retake the lead.
That was a beautiful little touch from God. With Oath trying to get it past two defenders, it's a nice, beautiful 125 kph shot into the net. He is indeed a Season 5 legendary baller, and I think he's a legendary baller still. Oath is going to be trying to take this up for a nice little air dribble, but it does hit it a little too powerful and gets it to the crossbar. Wolf is going to try to take this out of his corner, pass to Guh, but Astro is going to try and take this away from them. Good block by Guh, and a good block by Oath. Wolf are going to get this nice clear, trying to get it to Oath, but Zath finds it first. Astro is going to try and take this, trying to find Melodic, but Melodic has no boost. He now does. Guh is going to try and keep the pressure up, but now Mississippi has a lot of boost. They have the space, they have the time. They can work with this, but Zath needs to be on top of the goal net, trying to take this up, getting a bump onto Guh. Like trying to take this up, but he just cannot find his way around the defenders. Mississippi right now staying relatively low boost, and this is the big thing about like their prep. What just happened? I thought Wolva was going to score there, but I guess maybe he wasn't able to get the cut. Melodic gonna try and take this up, getting the reset, no double opportunity. Zath's gonna try and get this with zero boost. Does get it past two defenders. Astro trying to hunt both, trying to clear the pressure. But right now, Mississippi is still low on boost. They need to find something if they want to get this pressure off, as Wolva both have full boost and managed to make a beautiful shot. 17 seconds left, 3-1.
This might just be the nail in the coffin too. A beautiful play. And one thing to keep noting is that Wova and Oath have been rotating both down low, stealing the corner boosts, making sure that Southern Mississippi hasn't been able to find the exit strategy that they're looking for because there is no boost. And Go, just a smart heads up play. Instead of banging it down the middle, it's going to bang it down the side after seeing the pre-jump. So that's going to take us to game number 4 on a triple match point.
We can't forget Zath at least bringing it with one more goal just so they can keep the score somewhat close. So it will be 3-2, but Ball State so far has a heavy lead in the series. They're right now 3-0. It'd be, for me, I think it'd be a little sad to see a sweep. I really want Mississippi to come out with a game right now. I really want them to just get at least one game. That wasn't even bad for them. They had 6 shots versus Ball State's 5, but that's the thing. You can put as many shots as you can on the net, but if they're not high quality shots, it's not going to do anything. Versus Ball State having, 4 saves versus Mississippi only getting the 2 out of the 5 shots. So right now, what I believe Mississippi needs to do, they just need to be more aggressive. They just need to get their butts in there and just fight for the ball, because that's what Ball State was doing since the first game. They're just playing very aggressive. They're challenging everything, and I feel this is just something that Mississippi needs to do now if they want to steal a game from Ball State.
And just like that, we're going to move into game number 4, triple match point for Southern Mississippi. And we're going to wait one more minute as Melodic is going to have to take a moment here. But as we're moving forward, is there anything in particular that Ball State is doing just extraordinarily well, or
I think the one thing that Ball State really is doing well is they're, besides what I've already been hammering on, that they're challenging everything, it's their 50s. They're winning a lot more 50s than Mississippi, and they're just more quality 50s, where at this point they're more like 75-25s, where it's just any time that these opportunities do come, they are winning it, and I think it's due to the fact that they are constantly stealing Mississippi's boost. As you said, that they're hunting their back boost. They're taking the boost lines away from them. They're just starving them at this point. And even with that third goal that Ball State was able to get last game with the nail in the coffin, they managed to do it with all of Mississippi having less than like 20-something boost, which in reality, you can't really do too much with 20 boost. You can get a ball off your backboard, you can maybe get a clear with it, but otherwise you're very limited in your capabilities with what you can do with it, versus if somebody's able to get 36, 48. Once you get past, I think it's 40 or 44, you can hit the ceiling using that boost. That's enough to make a play. So I think right now Mississippi knows that Ball State is going to be stealing their boost. They just need to play a little bit more conservative with it. Maybe play a little bit more heavy defense, or just straight up do what they're doing to them. Just go steal Ball State's boost and just get more aggressive with them, because I know they can definitely do it. They just need to do it.
And we'll be getting started in just one moment. Melodic is back. Their game just crashed, so they're just loading it back up.
Again.
And then as soon as they're back in, everything should be good to go. Happens to the best of us. My advice is, if you have an issue like this happening, just check your drivers. That's typically the issue. I know I complain overly about my games, and then I always check them, just like, dang. My drivers haven't been updated for 3 months. That's on me. But as Melodic loads back in, as a reminder, Southern Mississippi on triple match point here, or quadruple match point, I should say. They need to win the next 4 in a row. So not impossible. You just
They
hate
need
to
to get a
see
reverse
it.
sweep.
But here we go in what could possibly be the final game of the night. Ball State in Mississippi going straight at it. Water falling in front. Zaf is going to be able to control this over to the side wall, where Guz going to be able to take control, looking for the pass into the middle, but it gets cut once again. It's going to float all the way down. Oath is going to have to make a touch, and a good bump by Guz to make sure that Melodic can't pounce on that, as it's the back pass over to Astro. Zaf is going to have to jump in front. Doesn't have enough boost for it. The redirect and a diving stop by Wova is going to try taking this out now. It's going to put a little bit of power behind it. Astro is able to get the first touch, but not the second one. The demo coming out on the back end. Will they have enough boost to get there? It's going to be the own goal by Melodic. I hate to see it.
Honestly, that's the one thing that my friends always say about me, where it's like anytime I'm playing threes with them, in any session, I'm always going to hit some sort of insane shot, but it's in the wrong goal. It's like I'll hit a double tap, I'll hit a psycho, whatever it may be, but it's in the wrong area. So it's a feels bad moment for Melodic, but honestly, it happens to the best of us. And speaking of goals, God manages to get one of his own right past all the defenders, making this a 2-0 in the first minute.
And when it rains, it pours. Melodic, another not so good touch, just sends this one right in front of the net, and Guz able to take that one back. They're going to go for a fake kickoff here and able to get their boost. I thought their boost might have got stolen for a second, but Wova stole the side boost, and now not too big of an opportunity coming out off of the fake kickoff, as they're going to be able to take a little bit of control here. 2 players committing from Mississippi. They got to be very careful, as there's a third one in the net bumping, but no price to pay, as now it's going to get cleared all the way down, but they're all back now.
Wova is going to try and look for a shot opportunity. Just hitting the best defender in the game, the post. Getting a nice demo on Astro while he's rotating out. Guz is going to try and take this, but Zath is going to get a triple commit with his whole team and get another one. If I was Melodic, I'd say the same thing. I would be saying wow as well.
You know?
But what a beautiful shot from Zath. Beautiful. 89 kph, damn. Just lower 20 more and then you'll have an amazing shot.
Yeah, just a little bit of unfortunate
punting his teammate. That was really funny, I'm sorry. And this might be the nail in the coffin for the game, as is a 4-0 lead for Ball State over Mississippi. With they still have 3 minutes 19 seconds, so it is very possible. But Mississippi really need to focus up right here, right now. And that's another triple. Melodic coming out with a one save to his teammates. So I have no idea what's going on.
Apparently they're getting a good amount of server lag or something along that one, but it has been past the mark of either 2 goals being scored or a minute and a half being passed. So both of those markers have already been passed. So Ball State can decline the server remake, which they did, and now you're just seeing a when it rains it pours type of finale, which is unfortunate. But in the first 2 minutes, you've already seen 6 goals, and it seems like Southern Mississippi might be kind of waving the towel, but so far Ball State just has not cared and has just kept pouring it on as Astro.
At least they get something.
As they get, it's something. But it's still got a long ways to go to come back in this one.
Starting off the kickoff. Hopefully this doesn't go drastically wrong. Astro going to be getting a nice little pass to Melodic, but Guh is going to find a beautiful passing play. Damn, that was actually beautiful. Passing play to Wova. Back to Guh. Just straight into the net for a 124 kph shot. What a great read right over Astro. That was beautiful. And right now, Ball State is Braziling Mississippi. If I was Mississippi, I would not let that slide. I would try to get at least one more goal just so you don't get Braziled, but it doesn't matter because Ball State is going to score. It is now 8-1, and we are not even halfway through the match.
Yeah, and just very unfortunate. Sorry, my ADHD is going crazy because I forgot to mute my Discord, and I'm getting a phone call and a Discord call at the same time, so my ADHD just shut it down for a second. But it looks like it does really look like Mississippi has thrown in the towel and Ball State just has not cared, as you see Melodic just slamming it off the post and then Wova sending it directly into the net.
Something I would love to see right now, I would just love to see both of the teams just have 2 players just stand down, and I'd just like to see a 1v1. It's like, I don't care how many goals are scored or whatever, I just want to start seeing them just 1v1, as that is my preferred game mode, but I just want to see it. I don't know, I think it'd be cool. But Wova is going to be getting a nice little redirect to Zath, trying to get it into his own net. And now the score, we're in the double digits, 10-1, 2 minutes 14 seconds left. What's the rule on this? Is there like a mercy rule, or is it just keep going?
I don't think there's any form of mercy rule, but I think both teams can just agree at some point to just call it.
I was about to say, because both teams are just own goaling at this point. I guess they're just trying to score as many as they can onto Blue Net before the timer runs out and just extend the game as long as possible. Also, I hate seeing this same goal explosion. I just keep hearing the mwahaha in the background while just looking at the same 2 beady red eyes. It's like, come on, man. At least let somebody else score.
Sorry.
Okay, finally. Somebody
I know
else.
this might be unprofessional, but I do really need to take this. I'm so sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I will be.
Oh, go take it. I'm having a blast over here just watching this. Let the teams have their fun. Oh, let's get this. Nah, you can't get that double. Only 52 seconds left in the match. Honestly, if both teams just stop scoring at this point, then we'll be chill. Otherwise, the amount of own goals I have to keep seeing. Oh. But overall, for the first 3 games, I thought they were actually very solid games because I thought both teams were keeping it relatively close, and both teams are like very closely resembled as far as skill it goes. It was just this one match, whether it's that Mississippi threw in the towel extremely early, or it's that Ball State, once they just started getting the 2 or 3 goals that they really needed, Mississippi just called it at that point. So whatever it is, well, we may never know. But fact remains that Ball State had an amazing series to end off their regular season. And then now we're just going to witness to see where playoffs go with both of these teams. I'm assuming, probably by how both of them are playing, they're going to both make playoffs. But, you know, we will see. 16 seconds left in the match with 16 goals, 15-1. And I still have to keep seeing this shitty goal explosion. Help me, please. I'm holding up a sign that says help me. Zath going for a nice own goal over Astro. Wova helping save the ball. Just cannot. And now I have to witness the same damn goal explosion again. Somebody please help me. Wova, stop scoring, man. Great, now I'm getting one saved by the players. Screw me. And that is game. Ball State winning game number 4 with a 17-1 game, which is, or 16-1, which I think is one of the higher end for most amount of goals scored in an ECAC game. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But, well, we're gonna figure it out later. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream today for ECAC and coming to watch these 2 teams battle it out for 3.5 games, because I'm not counting that last one. That last one was something strange. But anyways, my name is Overcast. Puma just left. Damien in the background helping out with everything. We appreciate everything that everybody has done. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great night. Stay safe.
Good night, y'all.